We have the Transmoto CRF 250R project bike back in at SPMX. We're going to move on to the second stage of the ECU development, which we're going to use the GET RX1 Evo, and we're going to fit it up with the LC GPA as well, which is our launch control for the starts, and also an LED display for our GPA level. So we'll go through a couple of the features of the RX1 Evo that were fitted to the CRF 250R, and they would be simply the map switch that we have mounted here. Nice and easy for the rider to change from one map to the other. This all can be done on the fly. So whilst the bike's running, you can actually switch as easy as that from one map to another, which we can predetermine different characteristics of the engine in each of the maps. And then we have here, which is new for 2016. This unit is very, very handy. It's our LC GPA. The unit is a LED light display. It has on it a multifunction light and an LC light. LC being launch control, and the multifunction light being a few different things that the rider can predetermine. We can have the multifunction light come up when the engine's hot. We can program service hours into there. So very handy and a very, very advanced unit. Okay, so we'll go through one of the functions that we're going to use mostly on the bike, which will be the GPA. On this model, as I said, we've got the LC GPA, so we've got the LED light display. We're able to select the amount of GPA or traction control. No blue LED lights being off, and one single LED light being 1 GPA, which is the least amount of GPA that's been activated, and then right through to 10 GPA, which is the most amount of GPA provided. This is on the Honda. We are able to flick through all this at ease on the dashboard. Up here, we're able to use, on the Honda, we're able to use the standard mode control switch. To start the GPA, it'll take a single hold of the button for about 4 to 5 seconds, and the multifunction light will be activated, and that lets you know that you can start to select GPA. Each single push thereafter will build up the amount of GPA. Once you leave the amount of GPA that you've selected, we like to use anywhere from 2 to 3 depending on the conditions. There's no right or wrong with GPA. It really is rider preference. So we're able to use that depending on track conditions and depending on how the rider wants to operate the bike. Once we've been through GPA, we will hold the button. The next function would be the launch control, which we use at the start gate. To activate this, we'll hold the button for a further 4 seconds. So 4 seconds, and keep holding it for a total of 8 will get us into the launch control. You'll see on your LC GPA, there'll be a flashing red LED in the center of the GPA switch. Once this is activated, all of 10 blue LC displays therefore start to flash according to engine RPM. So as you build the engine RPM revs up, there'll be more, it'll act like a tacho. More engine RPM, the more LED displays. So we're able to use this mechanism on the bike so that we can have the bike at an absolute staple every time. So you can you might bog off the line. You can keep the bike at the absolute same every time by using this LC launch control, and maybe make an adjustment to the rider. So you might move forward a little bit more to give it a little bit more wheel spin, or you might increase the engine RPM that you used last time. Once you find the technique and the perfect start, you're able to replicate it time and time again. And this is where this unit is so successful. We're really excited for Transmoto magazine to get a hold of this technology, and we can't wait for them to get out and start playing with this technology. It's very, very good. We're very excited about the product, and stay tuned and see what the boys think.